I'll call the meeting to order of the September 30th, 2024 Oxford Area Cable Commission meeting. Please rise and pay our respects to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hunwick, absent. Catherine?
Here.
John?
Here.
Karen, absent. Maureen's here. Looking for an approval of the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Oh, can I make an addition to that agenda? Sorry.
Okay, wasn't seconded, so we don't have to vote, so it's good. Yep. What would you like to add?
I would like to add, to put a date for my evaluation,
Okay.
or to decide a date. Sorry.
Okay. I'll make,
The managers eval.
That'd be,
That would be,
business C.
no, it would be 10A or 10B.
new business.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the addition of 10B, setting a date for manager's evaluation.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There's no public comment. Any public comment? Approval of the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the June 24th, 2024 meeting minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Bill review, A, B, and C.
I'll make a motion to approve and pay the bills from June 17th through September 9th, 2024 in the amount of $93,006.34.
I'll second.
Roll call vote. Catherine?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Mo? Yes. Ed and Karen are absent. Motion carried.
I'll make a motion to approve and file the year-to-date revenue and expense report through September 29th, 2024, and the invoice general ledger distribution reports for June, July, and August 2024.
I will second both.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, I'll make a motion to receive and file the Michigan Class Investment Report, the Oakland County Investment Pool, and the status on HB 4965.
I have a second?
Yep. I'll second.
All
I
in
was trying to look
favor?
at the page.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Discussion on the next OACCC meeting date.
Oh, so when I did speak to Ed last Monday, so the subject came up of as to how often we were having our meetings at our bylaw meeting. And I did report that to Ed when I talked to him, and he said, I think we should have it quarterly. So I guess that should be something decided by the board.
I don't have a problem with quarterly when there's no business. Like right now, we've got to do the
Budget.
budget
Mhm.
and the meeting for the
Bylaws.
the bylaws.
Mhm.
Um,
So the bylaws are due in March, so we should get that taken care of by November-ish, so everybody can take it to their boards. Also, we should look at the budget in November, so that's going to be a pretty big meeting, and everybody should be there. So other than that, I think if something big came up, we could have a special meeting.
Could call a special meeting and
Unless you want to apply that quarterly thing to the 2025. schedule.
Yeah, start it in 2025.
I'm flexible too. I'm open for that. But it does sound like we need a November meeting, so we
Yes.
can't go to quarterly now.
Yep.
Do we need
Yep.
an October meeting?
That's the question, I guess. I don't know that we do.
So far, we don't.
We're going to be
We
able to
do.
do the budget in one meeting?
I think we could.
Okay.
It's just, it'll be a little bit longer of a meeting because we have to approve the budget as well as the bylaws.
But if we're all gonna come here, I'd rather come here and get something done. than just-
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so
What are we looking at, November?
Do you want to start it in January? Start the quarterly in the new year?
Sure, if you want. I mean, let's be realistic, December, we're probably not gonna meet because of Christmas.
True.
November, we have to
We
meet,
have
but we
to.
hit Thanksgiving, so we're gonna have to move that forward.
Mm-hmm.
So we might as well skip October and go to like November
Okay.
11th is on the Veterans Day, so we're gonna be November 18th.
18th. November 18th.
Let me look at them. What's the, do you want to do the 18th?
Monday.
Oh, no, I can't, sorry.
We could do the 25th.
28th,
That's the week before, that's the Monday before Thanksgiving.
28th of October.
The 25th, yeah, we could do the 25th.
John, are you gonna be around?
Should be.
It's not hunting season. I mean, it
So-
is, but they should be done.
You'll be done by then, yeah.
If you
They'll be
wanted
dead.
to go ahead and plan it for the 25th, and I can send out a notification to Karen and Ed and let them know, and if that's an issue, maybe we can reschedule it. So, we need a motion for that.
We need a motion?
You need a motion to, number one, have it, skip October, have it, our budget meeting on the 25th, and then start, or we can wait till January to do the quarterly, to vote on the quarterly.
Why don't we wait till January to vote on it?
Okay, I'll put that on the January agenda.
I'll make a motion to skip the October meeting and schedule the next meeting on November 25th, 2024.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Interlocal agreement workshop date.
Well, we already did that, didn't we?
Pretty much, so we're just, finishing it up. We looked at it, it looked pretty good. There was one question about whether, that I sent on to Mike Watsa as to whether, if we could include in that bylaws, if a community misses franchise fees for a certain amount of days. He did respond back to me, I just got it. The agreement, in the agreement that's current, they have the discretion as to whether they want to send franchise fees or not. So it wouldn't behoove us to put that 90-day limitation in there. It's up to the discretion of the communities.
I think we had it. No offense, John.
Well, what about PEG fees?
Same, PEG and franchise.
I didn't think communities had discretion on PEG fees.
They don't.
Well, then how, then we need to update our agreement if that's what it says in there. We shouldn't have it in there if it's not part of the law. I don't want to have our agreement be in conflict with the statute.
Okay, I can change that and present it November 25th.
When you change it, especially in regards to the PEG fees, can you quote the law? We'll put that.
I can put it right in the
Based on
interlocal.
yada,
Yep.
yada, yada,
MCL,
yada.
Yep.
whatever.
Yes, the FCC ruling, yep, I sure can. Okay. That doesn't really require a vote.
No, we'll vote on the agreement when it's
Yep.
ready, but
So replacement of hot water heater at the studio. What do you guys need hot water for?
You know, so we've only been there 5 years, and from what I understand, Parks
Has it
and
been
Rec.
5 years?
Yeah, it has. No, 2019. Yep. Parks and Recs. Oh, sorry. Parks and Recs hot water heater went out a little bit before ours, and they had to replace it. The whole bottom rusted out. And so they replaced it for $1,500, which I thought was pretty good. And it's an industrial one this time compared to, I guess it was just consumer.
How big?
Do you know how big it is?
About a 50-gallon.
50
I was
gallon.
say, how big water, I don't.
We don't use a lot.
Washing your hands, right?
Right.
Making coffee.
Yep. Yep.
Did we get 3 bids?
No, we were in an emergency situation. It was a holiday. We just had the guy that initially installed the first one.
So is this just an FYI, or do we need
Yep, just a FYI.
the manager's evaluation?
Okay, so you and Karen should set that date.
We'll do that. I'll get a hold of Karen. We'll do that in October,
Okay,
so we can report to you guys.
Okay.
At the budget meeting in November.
Good.
Are you doing evaluations of the
yep,
staff?
yep, in October.
Okay. I have to write this down before I forget. Manager's report?
Oh, yeah. So I've kind of combined all of them. So you have a September. You want me to go through all of it? Or you can just read the July, August, and I can go through September?
Hit the highlights.
Okay, so the manager's report for September, I let you know that we replaced the hot water heater. I got to speak to the high school video class and talk about the attributes of having a television station in their community. And in the future, we will have one of our employees go over there and work with them during their newscast to show them all the aspects of presenting a newscast. So their video teacher is more a documentarian, so he's leaning on us a little bit, which makes me happy. We're also still talking about having a video club. There's logistics that we have to work out there, as far as chauffeurs and rides are concerned. I'm attending the community leaders meetings. We're getting information about the community. It's helping us a lot to stay involved. I had to present our 2025 budget to the township. This is new. We did it last year and this year. And presenting that budget, I'm doing it and estimating on only 3/4 of payments of our franchise fees. So there'll be some adjustments by November, and I'll explain that to the township when they have to turn it in January. Also, we are $60,000 close to short in our budget this year because of streaming. People are just getting rid of cable. We're still okay. I'm not freaking out yet.
Yeah.
But thank God we had quite a bit in our general fund. House Bill 4965 is just still sitting in the Senate because of lame duck session. We've created, our intern created a flyer advertising us, and it's now going in the welcome bags for the Chamber of Commerce, which is going out to all the new people in the community, and they're going through 60 bags a month. I don't know how. We're getting 60 people per month in the community, which is great. So people are finding out about us that had no idea we were here. And I just let you know, our franchise fees are waning. Our intern went back to school, but we're still paying her to do our news for us and editing all that for us. And that way she doesn't have to be a waitress somewhere. And she's still doing what she did for us. Not as many hours, but she's still doing our news for us, which is really nice. And we have 4,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, which is great. It's still growing. I think the fact that we're streaming so much helps that a lot. people have to include themselves on our YouTube channel to stream, which is good. We got cut out of being able to cover the cemetery tour this year. It's the first time in 4 years. We started from day one with them. And apparently the museum board had a meeting. I had no idea. Nobody let me know. And they decided independently that we would not cover that. I heard 2 different reasons. One was 2 people that attended last year didn't want to be on camera, which if I was going to their meeting, I would have just offered a solution to put a sign on the notobus. If you don't want to be on camera, don't get in front of the camera while we're recording.
Don't be bringing common sense into it, Terry.
It was very hurtful to us because it made us look like we neglected the community, and we didn't. And then the second reason I heard 2 years ago, one of our camera guys got in somebody's way. And I was not made aware of that at the time, and I certainly wasn't made aware of their meeting decision. So it was hurtful. It's, we do everything we can to promote this community. We're the recorders of the history of this community. And this event, I feel, without our promoting it in the past 4 years, they wouldn't have gotten the sellout that they got. So anyhow, that's what happened.
How can they tell you can't go to a public event?
It is a public event, so if people are at a public event, we have every right to record them. But we were asked to leave. And so with respect, our camera person left. We actually showed up 2 days in a row.
When was it?
Last weekend. A week ago. Not this past weekend, but previous. Sorry.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It's frustrating.
I'm not even sure it's legal.
It's not. I mean, it's not okay to, it's not allowed to ask a camera crew to leave a public event. But, Joe wasn't going to stand around and argue with them either.
Well, no, I
quite
would not
be.
expect your staff to.
Yeah.
It's up to us.
Uh-huh.
That's since I happen to know the museum board, we should do.
I will write, I needed to calm down. I was really, really hurt. I will write a notice to the board and explain to them that we can only help that event. And that it was very hurtful that we were asked to
I
leave.
don't understand why they wouldn't want you to publicize it. It seems like it's great,
Because they have sellouts, I think.
so.
So they could do it 2 days in a row if they're going to do it. I mean, they're making money for the museum, but whatever. I'm not a board member to offer solutions, but I certainly would have thought that they would have respected OCTV enough to let us know that we were on their agenda. So anyhow, that's what happened. That's why we didn't cover that meeting or that event. And so I don't know if you want me to read anything on July. I don't know. I haven't read it in a while. So we did get paid from Leonard. $16,000. Yay! Let's see. We're still working on House Bill
Now we're only
4965.
44,000 short.
They're all paid up, which is really nice.
That's a
No, I meant for the
$60,000 shortfall, yeah.
60,000.
Oh, yeah, right. Right.
60,000 would cover Leonard into like the year 3,000.
No kidding.
We'll be okay next year, too. But if House Bill 4965 goes through, we're in trouble. We have to think about, and we are trying to think of other ways to supplement, but there's no way we can make up that kind of money, not doing what we do in the community. Let's see. I don't know, I don't remember how long it's been, but we did have a fire inspection. I might have told you guys this already. And the curtains that we have in the studio, we can't prove that they're fireproof. So I'm ordering different kinds of panels to see what works. But it's probably going to cost us a couple $1,000s, and I will include that in our budget for next year.
We don't have the old paperwork.
We don't have the old paperwork and their sheets. They're not, it does not say that they're fire retardant. And that's what the fire department needs proof of. So no, we don't have any of that. They were just sheets that Elgin went out and bought from Walmart and put them up, and they've worked for 5 years. All of a sudden, they don't work anymore. So tomorrow we're starting on tearing them down, and replacing them with a set of panels I purchased fairly cheap to see how well that works.
That are fire rated.
Yeah, yep. Yeah. Everything that I'm looking at from this point forward is fire resistant or retardant or whatever the fire department requires from us. All of our equipment, we've got everything we need right now. Nothing else is we're not gonna require purchasing anything else for the next year or so, and I certainly want to keep an eye on our money before we do anything else. We may have to replace items, but not purchase. I was asked by Rod Charles to cover the school board forum that they're having. We can do that because there's no opposition to that. But to do like the League of Women Voters, that we'd need to have the ROC or whatever they are come in, and we're just not involving ourselves in that, but we are for the school board. That's it.
Okay.
Committee reports, technical committee, Ed's not here. Personnel committee, Karen and I are all set in October. Interlocal agreement committee.
Yeah. Terry already kind of updated that, so.
Commissioner comments, John,
No comments?
Catherine?
No comments.
Again, I just apologize for being absent so much this year. Public comment, last chance, going. Gone.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you.